Is Gear 5 actually invincible? We've all seen the drums of liberation. We've seen Luffy grab lightning bolts out of the sky, turn Kaido into a jump rope, and literally laugh in the face of death. He possesses the most ridiculous power in the world, the ability to turn imagination into reality. But is he unbeatable? The One Piece world is filled with monsters, Haki gods, and ancient rulers who don't care about rubber antics. Today we are ranking the top 5 One Piece characters who can not only go toe-to-toe with Sun God Nika, but arguably put him in the ground. You definitely want to stick around for number 1, because that matchup changes the entire ending of the series. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, we have the Fleet Admiral himself, Akainu. Look, I know what you're thinking. Luffy is an emperor now. He washes Akainu. But stop and think for a second. Gear 5 acts like a cartoon. It relies on tanking hits and bouncing back with a smile. But Akainu possesses the Magu Magu no Mi, which is stated to have the highest offensive power of any devil fruit in existence. Here is the problem for Luffy. You can't bounce off magma. In a fight, Luffy usually lets his opponents hit him to show off his durability. Against Kaido, he took blunt force trauma. But if he lets Akainu land a clean hit, that limb is gone, melted. Akainu represents absolute justice and lethal seriousness. He is the narrative opposite of Gear 5's freedom and joy. While Luffy is laughing, Akainu is aiming to kill with every single punch. Plus, Akainu is the one who gave Luffy that massive X-scar on his chest. There is mental trauma there. Can Akainu win? It's a toss-up. Luffy has advanced Conqueror's Haki now, so he doesn't have to touch the magma directly. But if Luffy gets careless, which he always does in Gear 5, Akainu is the one character who only needs one mistake to end the fight. At number 4, we have to talk about the highest authority in the world, the Gorosei, specifically Topman Warcurry. We recently saw this clash in the manga, and it was shocking. Luffy, in full Gear 5, used Red Rock, a move that floored Kaido, and punched Warcurry directly in the face. The result? Luffy screamed in pain while Warcurry didn't even blink. The Gorosei seem to possess a type of immortality or invulnerability that we don't understand yet. They can regenerate from anything instantly. Gear 5 has a massive weakness, stamina. Luffy turns into an old man when he runs out of gas. If Luffy fights a monster that takes 0 damage and can regenerate infinitely, Luffy effectively loses the war of attrition. Warcurry's Haki is absolutely monstrous, extending across the entire island of Egghead. Unless Luffy figures out the trick to their immortality, he cannot defeat them. He can toss them around like cartoons all day, but eventually the drums of liberation will stop beating, and the elders will still be standing there, waiting to execute him. Number 3, the man who started it all. Red-haired Shanks. This is the ultimate battle of devil fruit versus Haki. Kaido told us that Haki transcends all, and Shanks is the living proof of that statement. He has no special powers, no extra durability, no cartoon physics, just overwhelming, paralyzed by fear Haki. Shanks is known as the killer of observation Haki. This is crucial. Luffy relies heavily on future sight to dodge attacks. If Shanks can shut off Luffy's ability to see the future, Luffy is fighting blind against the strongest swordsman alive. Sorry, Mihawk fans. Furthermore, Shanks' divine departure one-shotted Eustace Kid, who had just helped defeat Big Mom. Gear 5 is resistant to blunt damage, but slashing attacks have always been Luffy's weakness. A serious slash from Shanks coated in maximum Conqueror's Haki? That cuts through the rubber. That cuts through the Nika form. If this fight happens, Luffy cannot play around. If he bounces and giggles, Shanks takes his head off. Number 2 is the natural enemy of the Sun God, Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard. This is the most dangerous matchup for Luffy purely based on mechanics. Blackbeard's Yami Yami no Mi, Darkness Fruit, has one terrifying ability. It turns off devil power. Imagine this. Luffy enters Gear 5. He's giant, he's laughing, he's ready to turn the ground into rubber. Blackbeard uses Black Vortex, sucks Luffy in, and grabs his arm. Instantly, the white hair fades, the drums stop, Luffy reverts to his base form. Suddenly, Luffy is just a normal human boy being punched in the face by the Gura no Mi, the earthquake power that destroys the world. Luffy relies on his fruit for defense, movement, and attack. Blackbeard takes all of that away. And unlike Kaido, Blackbeard fights dirty. He doesn't care about honor. He will ambush, cheat, and use his crew to jump Luffy. In a fair 1 versus 1, Luffy's Haki might save him. But against Blackbeard, nothing is ever fair. The darkness swallows the sun. And finally, the number one character who can defeat Gear 5 Luffy, Imu-sama, the king of the world, the person sitting on the empty throne. While we don't know Imu's full abilities yet, we have enough clues to be terrified. Imu likely comes from the Void Century, the same era as the original Joy Boy. When Sabo attacked the Five Elders, Imu transformed into a massive, terrifying creature that ate fire. But more importantly, Imu possesses an ancient power that likely defeated the original Joy Boy 800 years ago. If the first Joy Boy, who had the same Nika fruit as Luffy, lost to Imu in the past, what makes us think Luffy can win now? Imu commands the Mother Flame, wields an unexplained shadow ability, and controls the entire world government. This is the final boss, the ultimate order versus Luffy's ultimate freedom. Imu isn't just a fighter, they are a god of this world. To defeat Imu, Gear 5 might not be enough. Luffy might need to ascend to something even higher, or master his Haki to a level we haven't seen yet. So that is my list. While Gear 5 is broken, these 5 characters have the hacks, the Haki, or the raw power to shut it down. Who do you think is the biggest threat to Luffy? Can Shanks actually beat his student? Or is Blackbeard going to steal the Nika fruit? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more One Piece power scaling. I'll see you in the next video.